Good afternoon, welcome to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. Another nice fall day here on the East Coast. We have some cloudy overcast skies mixed with some sun earlier. This is what I'm going to attempt today, but I'm not going to put this lace tablecloth background in. I'm just going to do a white background or off-white. I bought a few things at the Crop this weekend. One of our local online, well, she's in Nova Scotia, scrapbook stores. She has a traveling scrapbook store. She takes a huge amount of supplies with her to crops and such in Nova Scotia and southern New Brunswick. So I like to support her and buy something, even if I don't need anything, which I don't, because I am downsizing. I have the 1 inch of this, and I like it for my gesso and stuff, but I think I really wanted the smaller one as well for paint and stuff when I need smaller areas. So I bought that. This folder is really hard to see. I don't know how I can show you the design. I should have actually did a sample. It's called Wire Barbs. So it's kind of, there you can kind of see it. I bought this. I don't buy a lot of dies these days because I cut a lot of stuff on my Cameo. But this die was just unusual enough that it's not something I would necessarily want to cut on my Cameo. I mean, I don't want to clear off all those little bits and pieces off my Cameo mat. So I bought it. It's called Fishnet. Maritime is the name of the brand of the die, I guess. So that was interesting. Something different. And then I've been eyeing these. Last time she only had a couple of different sets, and I had all of the colors that she had in these minis. But I don't have these colors in the regular size. So I bought these mini archival inks. So those are fun. Can't wait to use those. So now on to my well, didn't quite make where I was tossing it to, but anyway. So now on to my watercolor. I need to get the leftover. This is leftover. Comes out like a piece of rubber. Masking fluid, leftover masking fluid. I just keep reusing this cap for my masking fluid. It's cool, huh? Could use that on a journal page, but since I'm not. Alright, I need a piece of watercolor paper. I'm not going to do this in my journal. I want to do it on 9x12. So I'm using Fabriano Studio. Just a moment. I need to rearrange. I keep saying, oh, I don't want to bother rearranging my desk if I'm going to move soon anyway. And then it's like, oh, it's going to be months before I move, so I may as well rearrange it the way I want it. I'm going to get rid of my hutch and my TV because it takes up a lot of usable space on my desk. Hey, B3. The difference between a die and a stencil? Well, a stencil is usually made of some type of plastic that you use ink or paint to create the shape. Whereas that die actually cuts out paper in that shape. So the die will cut out the paper in that shape using a big shot or... I was like, where did my piece of paper go? I know I took a piece of paper out. Okay, I need to... Oh, yes, I'm going to need my light box here. Need this first. Draw sideways. Oh no, did she? I saw someone say after her surgery. Oh dear. No, B3. No, that's what's Charlie's not something Floss. Billy Floss is Karen from from Ireland. Hey, Janet. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted by that news about Mitzi. Poor Mitzi. Many of you won't know Mitzi. She was one of our kind of original gang. And she's had some health issues the last couple of years, so she only tweets occasionally now. So sending you hugs and prayers, Mitzi. Woo! Never mind. Sorry. Just knocked something. I managed to slow it down from its big fall, though, so. Oh, no. Now, where did my... Oh, there it is. Sorry, it was just under something. It was where it was supposed to be, just under something. Okay, you guys, where did I put my paper when I took it off? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Found it. floss. Yes, thank you, Billy. Charlie is fairy floss. Right. Okay. All right. I have to start doing some drawing practice so I can learn how to draw these images well enough without tracing. Not that I mind tracing, doesn't matter to me. For me right now, I'm practicing my watercolor skills, so excuse me a minute. I have to hold this up so I can see. Hi, Vicky. Hey, Kimberly. Yes, it is. It does teach me some. Oops. All right, I'm going to turn it around here. Oh, sorry, the button's right here, so I keep bumping it when I turn it upside down this way. Okay, see, I drew that line wrong because of the color variation. Oh. Okay, I'm changing that because I'm changing the background. It's just going to be sitting on a off-white table. Okay, I think I'm going to have to do that highlight. All right, what other highlights am I going to... That one can be... Okay. Alrighty, I think I've got enough to make a go of that. Oh, excuse me. Alright, let me get this over in its spot. Okay. Just lightening some of the lines. I tend to trace a little too heavy-handed. Aha. All right, so there's a tag on that bottle. Alright, let's put in a horizon for the table. And I have to fix the shape of the bottom of this bottle. I drew it too straight across. All right. Alright, so now the boring stuff is over. Well, not boring, but you know. So I need to make a gray. So I will be mixing ultramarine and burnt umber. I always end up picking up the bottle. I hope I have enough water here for my spritzing. I'm going to combine these two. I'll use some of my clean water. Just make sure I have enough. All right. All right. So ultramarine. I'm gonna need to make a good amount of this. For the background. I'm not sure if it froze or I just stopped talking, but anyway. And I got a little strip of paper here to test it on. Oops. Alright. So what I need to do is put more water in this next door one here. And make some really light gray. And now I need to wet my background. I'll do the wall first. I think I'll just do the table a slightly darker gray. No, Joan, I'm just practicing my techniques and practicing just for fun. It'll go in my portfolio. Oh, I forgot to put my... Alright. I'll have to do this and then put my... I have a couple of places that need a little bit of masking fluid, so I'll let that water soak in. I may have to do another layer anyway. You don't need much, so I'm just going to dip right into my jar here. Alright. Wipe that off with a baby wipe. Alright. That's alright, it's a neutral anyway, so it should not affect the color of the cork there. didn't stay wet enough, but anyway, I'll try to do a Actually, I think I'm going to make the table lighter than the background based on oh, yeah, Wanderlust? Yeah. I still have to do my activities for 2016. So I'm not going to sign up, but yeah, it's wonderful. I like it much better than Lifebook. I did Lifebook 2015 and it's too much meditation and that kind of stuff. I don't use my art for meditation. It makes me feel better, but I don't go into it specifically with... I do not like the background there at all. I like this side much better so far, unless I mess it up right here. But I will let it dry and I will do a second layer and fix up that other side. Alright, gonna heat gun it and see. I need to lift a little bit over here or something. I would love it if someone had a year-long watercoloring class. Wanderlust is mixed media, which is wonderful, but I'm not doing much of that right now because I'm so stuck on my I guess I can just pretend it's got some old wall watermarks on the wall, eh? That's what it looks like there, that it's... Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same wash, add more water so that it has barely any color to do the table. You may not even be able to see the color at all on the screen, I'm not sure. But there is just a very slight tint. There. gun and I'll check chat. Oh my gosh, I didn't even draw one of the bottles. Oops. There's another bottle right here. It's clear. Huh. Interesting. I may have to add that because that spot's pretty empty, and then I'm going to have to see how well this gray picks up. Well, well, well. So I'm going to need my little scrubber brush. No, where is it? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Found it. So I have a little hog hair brush here. And take out my table pencil line there. Alright, let's see. No, that's not going to work, so I'm going to have to ignore that bottle. I don't know. I have to put something else there. Or I could just make it a plain bottle. Oh, that's what I can do. Of course, now that I've erased it. Unfortunately, it erased some of the watercolor, which is a pain. It's alright. I'll just leave it a clear bottle. And I'll still just do the alright. Which one should I start on? I guess I'll start on the back one, which is this blue one, which will be my marine blue, only quite diluted. I don't know why I didn't tape it down, because I thought it would be easier to turn it around to work on it, but it's not easier to work on. So I'm going to tape it now. And the crowd is quiet again. I'm going to have to find something more exciting to do next time. I've already done the background, so it doesn't have to be totally even for a frame anyway. Is my chat working? Yep, it is. Alright, that's alright. You guys are just being quiet. That's not a problem. I'm quiet too. I just love my watercoloring, because all I need is my watercolor paints, my paper, and I don't have to worry about gotta take that one off because this seems to be buckling. And now what did I drop? I don't know what fell. I'll figure it out when I'm looking for something. Oh, my paint palette. Where'd it go? Oh, I see it. Okay. One moment. Get my Timmy scissors so I can reach this on the floor. Hopefully. Of course, it had to end up upside down so that I can't get hold of any part of it. There we go. Got the scissors underneath it. See, my sister who has arms like a monkey doesn't have to worry about that. All right, let me put my tape away. Kimberly. Oh, dear. All right. Okie dokie. So, let's mix up my marine blue. So this will be my first layer of color. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit more color into the mix for my next layer. And I think I'm going to use a smaller brush. Clean that brush. So moving down to my number 5. So I have to add some shading. There's some cool design there. Now remember, I've changed the background, so a lot of that lace pattern's not going to be coming through, but there is actual design on the bottle itself. So oh, Xander got the new Jane Davenport inks. Oh gosh. I think Z must like have the what do they call it? The main Michael store, whatever they call it, the home store or something. Her Michaels must get everything like first before anywhere else does. Ugh, I need to go even smaller. I have to go teeny tiny for this next part. But not a rigger because I need more control than rigger. There it is. My 000. Pulling out my 000. Okay, I think I need to do another. Before I continue with this design making, I think I need to continue with another glazing layer. I think I need to glaze a little more. I agree with you on that, Dr. Dot. They are Prima and J. They like to call them artist quality, and they are not artist quality, I'm sure. Because they couldn't be that price if they were, and they're overpriced, I think. Don't beat me up, those who love the Jane Davenport, but it's just... Alright, now I need to add a smidgen of indigo into this mix for the details. My indigo is the only one that, oh no, I shouldn't say it's not the only one in my palette, but it is Mission Gold and not Shinhan. Alright, where's my color test paper strip here? Where'd it go? I don't know where it went. So I've got it. This is a piece I was just watercoloring on, so I'll just, yeah, that's good. That's good. See a nice dark. Just a little indigo to tone that down. You can use, I just didn't know what color red to use for this marine blue, so to make it easy, I use the indigo. So I don't have to guess which red will work. Thanks, Janet. I will not finish this today. I know I won't. But at least then I'll know what I'm going to do on Thursday, won't I? I need to make some of my just marine blue. I still need that color, so I'm gonna take some and just make a mix of my marine. Ooh! Now that's gonna really mess up my dirty water. I accidentally went into marine, ultramarine. Thanks, Joan. Dad. Oh, gosh. think that is... Alright, so now this part has Hi, Jen. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Karen. Yay, she's got her electric back. Woohoo. Yeesh. I don't think I'm going to put all the... There's a whole bunch of intricate stuff down here, too. I'm not sure. I can't really tell what the design is. Kind of looks like grapes. Which would make sense, I guess, if it was a wine bottle. Oh dear. Oh no. Problem with some of the questions? What, inappropriate or worded incorrectly or what? Now, because the wall's darker here, I'm going to have to do a final glaze to make that part all darker in the end. Oh, Jen. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, now, how much detail do I want to go into down here? Let's see. Now I think I'm going to leave it. It's just too much detail for me, so I'm going to make sure that's all dry. Well, that's just wrong of kids to do. They think they have a right to... Just another example of how kids misuse the internet, and just because they didn't understand it doesn't mean they can go harassing someone. Goodness sakes. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Okay, this is going to be a glaze, so wet on dry. Actually, don't want to mess up what I've done though. That's my problem. Oh. Bottle's thicker down. That's what's making it so strange, is that the bottle's thicker on the bottom, so it's darker anyway, even with now I'm ruining what I had. Oh. Get that picked up. I'm definitely going to leave the copper until for Thursday's show, because I need to practice some copper. I definitely need to practice some copper. Okay. Alright, I think that looks good. I'm gonna leave it while I'm ahead of the game. think oh no! Ah! Looks like my copper's gonna have a little patina on it unless I can get this lifted, because I splattered. Alright, so I'm going to do the red one, which is this one. Got an hour, a little over an hour, so I should be good. It has some cool bamboo-like thingy-mabobbies coming out of it. So I am going to do those first. And those need I'll start with yellow ochre. And some will have some burnt sienna or sienna in them too, raw sienna. See, can't draw anything straight. I'm using raw sienna. Straight from the palette, so that it's thick enough. Uh-oh. I seem to be frozen.